Hey there, it's Dusty Thunder with another AITA story for you. This one is from the AITA subreddit, and it is, am I the astronaut for not attending my sister's wedding after she almost didn't invite me because I'm under 18? My 17 female sister, 24 female, is getting married in the fall. When she and her fiance started planning things a few weeks ago, they said it was going to be no kids. I didn't think anything of that at first. I assumed she meant like 13 plus or something like that. That was weird though, because she never came to me about anything wedding related like she did with the rest of the family. So last week I asked her if she needed help with anything and asked if she wanted me wearing a specific dress or something like that. She said, no, why would I? I'm not going. She explained that no kids means no kids, no exceptions. So I'm too young by 3 months to attend. I was really hurt by that and told our parents. They didn't know I wasn't invited, so my dad told her either she lets me come or she's not getting their half of the money. Oh, snap. Dad done laid down the law. She did invite me, but she made a big show of how she didn't want me there. So I said, screw it, don't bother. Since she doesn't want me there, I won't be. She just shouldn't expect things to go back to normal after. We used to be really close and we text a lot, even after she moved out. Not anymore, though. I blocked her on everything and I'm not speaking to her. I don't know if our relationship can recover from this, but if we do, it's going to be up to her to fix it. My parents say I'm overreacting, but this really hurt me. Well, damn, that's short and sweet, or short and sour. There's got to be a specific reason behind her sister classifying her as a kid. That conversation with her and her fiance, I assume, was a very messed up conversation too, because at what point do they be like, okay, let's define the age limit for what we're considering a kid? 18? When you get into the teens, I mean, they know to act civil. They know to act responsible in public settings. They know not to be reckless. And a kid at a wedding, I'd say whatever that age is probably the no kids thing. And whenever I think about that, I'm thinking like 12 and up are probably safe. Hell, maybe even 10, like no kids under 10. But your 17-year-old sister who's going to be 18 in 3 months, unless she's just a very immature person, I wouldn't think would be classified as a child for this. And she has to expect some kind of blowback on this because forget the child classification, she didn't invite her to her freaking wedding. Her sister, who she was close with, who she's only 7 years apart from, she didn't invite her to her wedding. And then she was forced into it because the people who were paying for half of it were like, no. If you want the money, she's coming. But then OP here still knows that she doesn't want her there. She's just doing it just because. So that sucks. That sucks pretty bad. OP's specific question here is, am I the astronaut for not attending my sister's wedding after she almost didn't invite me because I'm under 18? And we've determined that the sister is definitely an asshole for pulling this crap. But is OP an asshole for not going? She has the right to be upset. And no one can be the asshole for feeling something. We talk about that a lot. It's what you do with those feelings. And I understand it's the bride, the most important person of the day, that doesn't really want you there. But I think you would both regret it if you didn't go. And you're allowed to be salty about it, and you have every right to not go. I don't think you're an asshole for not going, but I do think that you would regret not going, OP. I think this is something that when you look back, when you get some more years and wisdom under your belt, you're going to be like, man, fighting petty with petty at that point didn't serve anyone, anything, and it harmed us both. We know that you not going isn't going to cause your sister any harm. She didn't want you there in the first place. So if you're trying to be spiteful to her, not going ain't going to cut it. That's just giving her what she wants. And I understand your position here, but I think if you go, you have more of an opportunity to spite her if that's what you really want, because she didn't want you there and now you're going to be there, but someday you're going to regret not being there. And it is tough to make that decision, but I do think that that's the right call. Again, you're not the asshole for not going. You're certainly not the asshole for feeling what you're feeling. Your sister is definitely an asshole, and this doesn't make sense at all. Where does sister go on this? The weird part is that OP, who's 17, says that they had a great relationship. So either there's something that she doesn't know about, which would be nice to get to the bottom of and understand. But something caused her to put her in this classification. And I really don't feel like it's somebody drew a line in the sand and said 18's the age. Unless there was some other shithead 17-year-old that they were trying to disinvite, and she was collateral damage for that. But either way, it would have involved some communication ahead of time and not just a surprise. Yeah, you're a child, so you can't come. Yeah, not knowing the context and her not pre-communicating and not offering any kind of reasoning for this and not trying to be like, hey, I know this is a stupid rule, but you're collateral damage here and we have to do this because XYZ. No, this sister who she had a good relationship with, she just burned a bridge immediately and was like, why would I want you to wear something to the wedding? You're not going, child. Which very much seems like an ASCon 1 offense to me. She could have smoothed this out at least. She could have offered some kind of explanation. She could have tried to maintain the relationship. For some reason, just decided she didn't give a shit. And that made her ASCon 1. And the only reason that she caved on it is because she needed the money to pay for the wedding.